What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Slightly Less Than Perfect. I'm Mark the Dad 2 times. I know why you're here, but do you know why I'm here? My brother's been in a coma for over a month, and it's hard to deal with sometimes. So these crazy theories that I have in my head that I used to give out to him, or I used to go argue back and forth with him about, I'm just talking to you guys about. So when he comes back and wakes up, he has something to watch. He can chime in too. So let's go. The final fight I have for the Blackbeard Pirates and the One Piece Pirates and the Strawhat Pirates is Juan Wolf versus Loki. Mark, Loki not even part of the crew. What you talking about? Yeah, Loki's gonna be part of the crew. I really think Loki's gonna be part of the crew because Luffy asked him to be part of the crew, and he doesn't really have a reason not to. Like, I want him to be double warrior pirates, like double giant warrior pirates with Harden, but I see that kind of happening after. You know what I mean? Think about this. I think Loki is akin to Odin. Like, I believe that Loki will join the giant warrior pirates as the co-captain with Harden. I do think that. But I think Luffy's gonna ask Harden if Loki can be part of the Straw Hat crew for this final push. And I think that's gonna be the final memory. I mean, because Yamato, as much as Yamato makes sense, Yamato doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? Because Yamato was Odin, right? Yamato's fulfilling Odin's will, and Odin was boarded as an add-on to do something, to show them something at the end. But what Yamato would offer the crew, we don't actually need. Like, Odin's journal, we got that with Robin. Like, Ace, we already got the will of Ace and Luffy. And then, you know what I mean? Narratively, Yamato doesn't really fit with the rest of the crew. Like, would Yamato be dope to have? Yeah, Yamato's definitely, he's definitely showing up in the final war. That's not even a question. But as far as a member of the crew, I don't think so. I think it'll be Loki and I think Loki and Vivi will be part of the crew. And I think Loki's gonna be there. I think Loki's gonna fight Sanwan Wolf. Why? Because at the end of the day, the Straw Hats still need to be underdogs, even going into this final battle when they got all the strength in the world. And my thing is, how do you make Loki look and feel like an underdog? Give him a giant with the giant fruit. So that way you get these cool panels of, like, think about this, right? In Elbaf, we've seen all these panels of how Luffy is just massive compared to, like, everything else. But I, like, want you to think about it from the other side. Imagine Loki being a dragon flying around the fortress, because that's what Oda's getting to. Oda's gonna give us some. He already said it's gonna make Marineford look like nothing. So how do you scale that? How do you scale Marineford up? You have a dragon, a giant dragon the size of a continent flying around a bigger continent. It is the only way that Sanwan Wolf can fight someone that makes sense, and that person still be an underdog and makes sense. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, Luffy could become giant and punch him out, but it's like Luffy's got Blackbeard to deal with. That's more important. But I really think that Loki's going. I don't think this is the only reason Loki's going to join the crew. I'm just using it. I'm skipping past all that just for the sake of this type of video. But Loki versus Sanwan Wolf will be one of the most largest scale battles that we will ever see in One Piece. And I don't mean that hyperbolic. I mean, literally, Sanwan Wolf is going to max out his giantness, and Loki's going to have to, like, do something about that. Like, Luffy, I mean, it's Oda. Like, he might actually get eaten by Sanwan Wolf and have to fight him on the inside. Like, I don't know. This is One Piece we talking about. I mean, who knows what we can do? But I'm just telling you, the only way that the only way that Sanwan Wolf can fight someone that actually makes sense to him and still be kind of an underdog at all, it would be Loki. Like, nobody else is big enough for it to even comparably. Because, I mean, like, you put Luffy against, I mean, like, he can get big, but, like, that's kind of ridiculous. You know what I mean? But I think a giant dragon flying around a giant Sanwan Wolf, yeah, that's some shit I can get behind. That's some shit that Oda would do. Thoughts?